Hello and welcome. Let's talk about something that feels a bit like trying to drink from a fire hose these days, the absolute explosion of new AI tools. We're going to try to build a mental map to make sense of it all, so let's just dive right in.
So, does it feel like every single day there's some new game-changing AI app you just have to try? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. It's just this constant stream of new logos and new promises, and it can be completely overwhelming to figure out what's actually useful and what's just noise.
And just to give you a sense of the scale we're talking about, the research for this explainer started with a list of over 200 different AI tools. And believe me, that is just a tiny, tiny fraction of what's actually out there. So how in the world do we navigate this?
Well, here's our game plan. First, we're going to acknowledge the explosion itself. Then, we'll create a simple map for this maze. From there, we'll explore two huge territories: AI as your new creative partner and AI as your new productivity assistant. And finally, we'll wrap up by looking at what this revolution on your desktop really means for all of us. Okay, so to bring some real order to this chaos, we're going to stop thinking about an endless list of tools. Instead, we're going to start categorizing them by what they actually do. It's a much simpler way to look at things.
And it turns out pretty much every AI tool you'll encounter falls into one of two major buckets. The first is all about creativity. These are the tools that unlock new ways for you to write, to design, and to produce things. The second bucket is productivity. These are the tools designed to automate tasks and just streamline your work. Let's start with the fun one, creativity.
This first category is all about augmentation. See, these tools aren't really meant to replace human creativity. They're meant to act as a partner, kind of like a co-pilot that can help you break through creative blocks and open up totally new possibilities in writing, art, and even video production.
Oh man, we have all been there, staring at that blinking cursor on a blank document. It's like the universal symbol for being completely stuck. Well, a massive category of AI tools has been built to solve this exact problem.
And what you see immediately is just how specialized they get. You've got tools like Jasper and Copy.ai that are really focused on marketing content. Then there's something like Pseudo-Write, which is built from the ground up for fiction authors to help them brainstorm plot points. And of course, there's Grammarly, which has really evolved into an AI partner for making sure everything you write is sharp and clear.
Okay, let's move from words to visuals. What used to be the exclusive domain of skilled graphic designers and artists is now open to basically anyone with an imagination. The ability to just type a simple description and get back a stunning, complex image is honestly one of the most visible leaps forward in AI. And the variety here is just incredible. You've got Midjourney, which is kind of the famous leader for creating artistic images, while something like Leonardo AI is more tailored for game developers. Then you have these hyper-practical tools, like Usered, which can literally turn a napkin sketch into a UI design, or Luca, which can generate an entire brand identity in minutes. Now this used to be the most expensive and time-consuming part of any creative project. I mean, high-quality video and audio production required specialized skills, a ton of equipment. Well, AI is rapidly changing that whole equation. This is where it really starts to feel like we're living in the future. With a tool like Synthesia, you can create corporate training videos with realistic AI avatars, no actors needed. Runway ML has a whole suite of AI-powered video editing tools. And just look at audio. Adobe Enhance can take a terrible, echoey recording from your phone and make it sound like it was recorded in a professional studio. And Descript can literally clone your voice so you can fix mistakes just by typing new words. It's wild. All right, let's shift gears and talk about our second big category, productivity. We're moving away from creation and into optimization. This is all about using AI as a tireless assistant that handles all the boring, repetitive parts of your job, freeing you up for the more important stuff. We are living in an age of total information overload. The challenge isn't finding information anymore, it's digesting it all. Whether it's a 100-page PDF, a 2-hour lecture on YouTube, or a really dense academic study, we just don't have time to get through it all. And of course, specialist tools are popping up to solve this exact problem. Perplexity AI is like a search engine that just gives you the answer directly with sources. You can drop any document into ChatDoc and start asking it questions like it's a person. Adify will summarize any YouTube video in seconds. And for the academics out there, Scholar-C can break down a super complex research paper into a summary you can actually understand. Now let's get even more practical. I want you to think about the daily grind.
Meetings, scheduling, emails, building websites, managing customer stuff. These are all areas where AI can step in and become a true workflow automator. This is automation in action, right here. Fireflies can join your Zoom calls and just take perfect notes for you. Durable can build a website for a small business in about 30 seconds. Motion is an AI-powered calendar that automatically organizes your tasks and your schedule to make you more productive. And a tool like Surfer SEO is a great example of something that helps with a very specific but very crucial business task, optimizing your content so people can find it online.
And this brings us to a really important distinction you need to understand. On one hand, you have the generalist AIs, like a ChatGPT or Claude. Think of them as the Swiss Army knives. They're incredibly versatile and can handle a huge range of tasks pretty well. Then you have the specialist AIs, like Surfer SEO or Pseudowrite. These tools are designed to do one specific job and do it better than anyone else. Knowing this difference is the key to finding the right tool for what you need.
So we have creativity tools and we have productivity tools. We've got generalists and we've got specialists. When you put it all together, what does this revolution happening on our desktops and in our pockets actually mean for the way we all work and live?
So let's recap the big takeaways here. First, accessibility. Really complex, creative, and technical skills are now open to everyone. Second, specialization. For almost any niche problem you can think of, a specific AI tool is probably emerging to solve it. Third, this means a total transformation of our workflows is happening. But the most important point, I think, is the last one. This is about augmentation. These tools are partners designed to enhance our own skills, not just to replace them.
You know, I love this quote from the computer scientist Alan Kay because it frames this moment just perfectly. We aren't just passive observers watching this technology shift happen. By choosing which tools we use and how we integrate them into our lives, we are all actively participating in inventing what the future of work and creativity is going to look like. So, I'll leave you with this one question to think about. Looking at your own work, your own creative projects, your own daily grind, what's the one bottleneck, the one tedious task, the one blank page you're always staring at? Because somewhere in that vast, exploding universe of AI tools, there's probably one that's perfect for that job. So what part of your day will you automate first?